Hello and welcome to episode 66 of Raw and Score Trivia, the trivia podcast where you roar out your answers and track your own score. I am the Quizzard, and because my side gig is being a music teacher, when I play trivia everyone always thinks that I'm going to be really good at the music questions, but I actually suck at them. Whenever I get them wrong, people are like, "Aren't you a music teacher?" I'm like, yeah, but I'm not teaching the kids about Taylor Swift's top 10 songs. I'm teaching them about Tars and TTs. If there was a Tar and TT question at pub trivia, you bet I'd get it right. The categories I'm actually good at are like science and capital cities. What are your best and worst trivia topics? Wow, never would have guessed. We score out of 35 total points in Raw and Score Trivia with 20 single-point questions in the question round, a stupidly hard question worth 5 points, a bonus round worth 5 points, and a game that we play throughout the question round which is worth 5 points as well. This week, the game throughout is taboo. In this game, there's going to be a word that is taboo. You are not allowed to say the word. It is the worst swear word imaginable. Do not say it. If you make it through the whole question round without saying the word, you get 5 points. It doesn't matter whether you say it by answering a question or just chatting with the person next to you. If you say the word, you get it. That means if you're playing with multiple people, you can try and trick them as well. I like that idea. The word you are not allowed to say in this episode is West. So, remember not to say the word West. It is the worst swear word ever. Bleep it out in the question round, which is starting now. Question 1. Bud Light is a popular American variant of which beverage? Beer. Question 2. Nominated for Game of the Year in 2024, which popular video game revolves around scoring ridiculously high poker hands by heavily altering your deck and collecting jokers? Balatro. Honestly, go play Balatro. You can get it on your phone for like $8 and you will not be able to stop playing, trust me. Question 3. On an Xbox controller, which button is generally coloured green? The A button. Question 4. What is the most consumed type of pasta worldwide? Spaghetti. I don't get it. Spaghetti's good, but there's so many better options. Question 5. What is a doppelganger? A doppelganger is someone who looks exactly like someone else. I'm often told my doppelganger is Brad Pitt. Question 6. If I was wearing a corset, where would I wear it? A corset. Is it corset? I would wear a corset or corset around my waist or torso. Give it to yourself if you didn't word it exactly like that, but you know you were right. Question 7. What did a Russian satellite photograph for the first time in 1959? The dark side of the moon. Isn't it weird that the moon always faces directly at us like that? I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I do find that a little bit oddly convenient. Maybe the other side is where all the aliens are. And I'm only 75% joking. Question 8. What was the name of the ship that Charles Darwin travelled the world on? The Beagle. Question 9. Who interrupted Taylor Swift's speech at the 2009 VMA Awards? It was Kanye. Beep! Hope you didn't say West. This was when everyone thought Kanye was just a bit of a stooge and not a full-blown Nazi. Question 10. Finish the Men at Work lyric. Do you come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder? Can't you hear the thunder? What's next? It is "You better run, you better take cover." Question 11. In the American Pie film series, what is Stifler's first name? It's Steve or Steven. I remember getting American Pie on VHS for my 9th or 10th birthday, and it changed my life. Thanks, Mum and Dad, who I'm sure had no idea what they were buying me. Question 12. What is the Pythagoras theorem? A squared plus B squared equals C squared when measuring right angle triangle sides. Again, if you know you're right here and you didn't word it exactly like that, give it to yourself. Question 13. What is the name of the attractive blonde who moves across the hall to Leonard and Sheldon in their first episode of Big Bang Theory? Penny. Question 14. What is the capital city of Finland? Helsinki. Question 15. In which country would you be likely to eat the dish poutine? Poutine, poutine. Canada. How good is poutine though? Why doesn't everything have that delicious squeaky cheese stuff on it? Question 16. The song Take Me Home Country Roads was written about which US state? It was written about beep, Virginia. Hope you didn't say West. Question 17. How many pieces of each colour are there in a standard game of backgammon? There are 15. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am the best backgammon player in the world. Question 18. In which country would you find the Great Barrier Reef? Australia. I love snorkeling and scuba diving and I live in Australia, but for some reason I've never been. What excuse do I have? Am I just lazy? Almost definitely yes. Question 19. Which film features Will Smith as a US Secret Service agent in a steampunk Old West setting? Wild Wild Beep. Question 20. Who holds the record for most home runs in Major League Baseball history as of 2025? Barry Bonds with 762 career home runs. All right, did you make it all the way through that question round without saying the word West? Give yourself 5 points if you did. I feel like that was another hard one. Coming up in a second, we have the unbelievably, really stupidly hard trivia question and the bonus round of the episode. This week, the bonus round is Guesstimator. It's all about guessing. I'll see you in a second for that. We're back, and it's time for the only trivia question where the percent of people who get it right is in the negatives. The really hard trivia question. All right, I've got a hard question for you. 5 points to you if you can get it right. Here it is. If I was playing Scrabble, how many points would the word embezzlement be worth, assuming I didn't land on any double letter or double word spaces? Embezzlement. Here's a clue. The word embezzlement has at least one E in it. Don't say I never give you anything. Five more seconds to work that out. And that's time. Embezzlement is spelled EMBEZZLEMENT and is worth a total of 36 points in a game of Scrabble. Give yourself 5 points if you got that right, and moving straight along, we have the bonus round of the episode. This week, the bonus round is Guesstimator. In this game, I'm going to ask you 5 questions with a numerical answer. Your job is to have your best guess what you think it is. If you're within 20% either side of the correct answer, you get the point. So you don't need to be bang on, you just need to have your best guess. It sounds really easy, but this one always tends to be a really hard one for some reason. We're just not good guessers, guys. All right, Guesstimator, starting now. Question 1. On average, how many teeth does a great white shark have? A great white shark has around 300 teeth on average, so between 240 and 360 gets you a point. Question 2. As of April 2025, and according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, what is Adam Sandler's net worth? It is 440 million. Between 352 million and 528 million gets you a point. Happy Gilmore 2 comes out soon. Have you seen the ad? Man, it looks sad. Question 3. How tall is the world's tallest pine tree in feet or meters? It is 268 feet or 82 metres, meaning between 214 and 322 feet or 66 and 98 metres gets you another point. Question 4. What is the world record for the number of pizza slices eaten in 10 minutes? It is 83 slices. Sometimes I'm just underwhelmed at world records, but this is not one of those ones. This one's crazy. 83 slices. Come on. Between 66 and 99 gets you a point. I hope no one guessed 100. That's funny if you did. And question 5. How many grams of sugar are there in a can of Coke? There are 39 grams of sugar in a can of Coke. Between 31 and 47 gets you the last point of the episode. Come on though, 83 pizza slices. That can't be right. Maybe they were like microscopic pizza slices. Maybe they were pizza shapes. Anyway, that's it for this episode, points-wise. Don't forget, if you send me your name and your score on Instagram or Facebook at Raw and Score Trivia, I'll give you a shout-out at the end of a show. This week, I heard from Rick, who scored 14 points. Christy and Laura scored 20 together, including the hard question, and they said it's the second time in a row they've gotten the hard question, which tells me I need to start making them a bit harder. Tarawood Propagators scored an 18 because they missed the gardening pun. Not the best ad for Tarawood Nursery. That's it. I'll see you on Monday with another episode of Raw and Score Trivia. Bye-bye.